You didn't hear this from me, but those ecliptic mercenaries, the factions use them sometimes. Freestar Collective and UC both. That's why they give them a wide berth. Ask me, those murdering assholes should be blasted with space dust.
construction of this place. The tools, the methods. There's so much that could be learned. Even without life, there is the potential for beauty.
A brief history of time. If you find any addition, any at all, I will be your friend like for...
I was beginning to wonder if... About time you woke. We have things to do.
Your ship smells so much better than Dad's. Like, a lot.
Dust off complete.
Orbit achieved.
Expansion must be very difficult for Aquila, with the native wildlife being what it is.
Nobody's allowed outside the city walk.
It's almost reassuring to see that corporate mediocrity has wormed its way into every corner of the civil service.
The city is really not far.
We need to be smarter, better in the way we handle
We
this.
should be on our guard if we venture outside the
Hey!
city.
How?
The Ashta are quite formidable.
Well, whatever gets you through. Things here have been. Well, probably never. I did. In fact, in analyzing, I don't have any direct. I'm worried. I have recognized I'm better with. If nothing else, it would.
I can't believe Bailey did such a bonehead move. Oh, brother. Why is it every time I see your face? Can't say I'm surprised. So what can... I don't know whether... Maybe I do. When we were out, still can't believe. But the more... Yeah, that's what I'm afraid. If there's a... I tell you what, if I give you a chance to get... All right. You know, Keone showed me her data. She's a clever kid. We got a lot of things figured out. I think we can make some real improvements in the future. She had a couple sets of data that she thought were erroneous or something. Seems to me that it might not be. Bigger, faster, Ashta sounds like it matches up with the tracks I've seen. But, I tell you, I'm hoping she's right. It's just a glitch. No need to tell her I said that. Wouldn't want it going to her head. Alright, here we are. Let's head this way. I remember a story from the first time I was here on Aquila. I totally forgotten about it until recently. Every so often, we get independent types of people that didn't succeed where everyone else failed. Some of them stride off into the wilderness, certain that they're going to make more credits than anyone in history. Mining, botany stuff, whatever. Warnings just don't get through to them. Most of them don't come back. But this one-time miner from some corporation or other, he drags himself back into the city bloody and half dead. Claimed he seen an ash that big as a house out there. The older guys all said he was delirious. But me, well, I was blue as anything and just listened to him. Now though, I'm wondering if maybe it wasn't just blood loss and the heat stroke. Maybe he really did see something. Maybe I should have come out here a long time ago. Shit, that's gotta be it! No matter what happens, we make it back to the city and tell them about this. You hear me?
Did you hear something? You have been great. Blowing off some steam?
I'm not gonna lie to you. If you hadn't been with me, no way I'd be standing right now.
We were here specifically to ensure...
You are something else, you know that? We got out alive this one time. That's good. This ain't gonna be the last time we have to deal with this. Now that we know these things are out here, we need to track them and keep them out of populated areas. And that plan is gonna need everybody. So, I'm gonna swallow my pride a bit here and ask you to go tell Keone what we found. Let her know that her data wasn't an error and that she needs to focus on it. No, of course not. I'm an old man, slow on the move. You can get there so much faster. She'll prefer hearing the news from you anyway. Thanks again for saving my ass.
This spoils a victory, I suppose. In all their messy glory.
Council of Governors meeting on area.
So, what? So, I was right? My data was accurate? I can't believe I second-guessed it. You know, I was really hitting a point where I was starting to think maybe this was all a mistake, that I stuck my nose into something I shouldn't have. Davis was so certain they had everything under control that they didn't... Yeah, you're right. If anything, this has proven I should trust my instincts. I need to get to work on this immediately. But while I've been sitting around, I whipped up a little something for you. I thought it was funny. Now that I'm giving it to you, I'm hoping it's not in really poor taste. Anyway, thank you. Again.
My mother wanted me to be a doctor. All right?
Wilcox. You're new in town, aren't you? That means I'm gonna keep my eye on you. Nice try. But when I don't want to be seen, I'm like an Ashta in the night. Is it? Or are you just saying that? See, I work for the Freestar Rangers. I'm the first ever Ranger Surveillance Assistant. And that's not some dumb made-up title. Ranger Emma Wilcox gave it to me. So it's official. I'm the best Ranger Surveillance Assistant that ever lived. Someday, I'll teach other kids the tricks of the trade. Gotta prepare the next generation, because I won't be here forever. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna be a law-abiding citizen? Or are you gonna be on my list? My list of people who might be troublemakers, so I have to watch them extra close. You don't want to be on my list. That's the right answer. I just hope you mean it. Aquila City is just crawling with crime. It's everywhere. And it's up to us Rangers to do something about it.
And Ranger Surveillance Assistants.
Someone's stealing guns and stuff from Laredo Arms.
And none of the adults believe us.
So we're hoping, you know, you can help us break it all open. Because they're dumb. I give security whole lists of crimes and leads, and they barely pay attention anymore. I'm practically doing their job for them. Emily was right about you. I was doing my ranger patrol one night, and there was a suspicious character casing Laredo Arms. I watched him as long as I could, but I had to rush home for bedtime. First thing in the morning, I came back and interrogated Justin Sneed. And he said they were tracking down an inventory discrepancy. I told him about the suspicious stranger, but Mr. Sneed didn't believe me. I've checked back regularly with Mr. Sneed. Well, up until he told me I'm trespassing. And he said their new inventory system keeps, hiccuping. But it's no hiccup. It's robbery. This case was too big for just one ranger, so I deputized Emily.
I'm an Assistant Ranger Surveillance Assistant.
Or, something like that. And we found out that the thief breaks in most nights. Like, really late. He's got his own key card. We just need to catch him. Security will believe you. Emily caught him opening the side door one night. That's when we knew for sure we have an actual criminal here. We did all the things. Crime scene investigated. Witnesses interviewed. And suspect tailed.
I followed the suspect all day. He had no idea.
You're doing Aquila City a big service. Best I figure he's there around midnight. We need to wait for him to exit Laredo, then catch him red-handed. We need to bring him to justice.
Your enemies might disagree.
How did you catch me? What? Shit. Yeah? I won't. Oh god, this can't be happening. Oh god, no. Security.
Everyone, don't move! Don't anybody move! Let's see. If it ain't the hero of Galbank. And who do we have here? Looks like you're carrying a lot of weapons for a nighttime stroll.
Hell, I give up.
Smart move. I got a tip something was going down tonight. Was little Annie actually right about all this? I kind of always thought she was a pest. But now, I got her from here. Aquila City owes you again. And, thank Annie for me. Dear God, she's never gonna let us hear the end of this.
You don't need to wear your helmet. You know that, right?
Well, hey there.
Did you catch the thief? Tell me it worked.
Annie, what are you doing up? It's way past your bedtime.
Mom, I have to know. You got him right? Right? I told her over and over be there at midnight. And see? I was right.
Annie L. Wilcox, what did you do?
I told you about it. You know the Laredo robberies? Well, we caught the thief.
Wait, so that's real?
Of course, Mom. I told you.
She's telling the truth. You're not pulling my leg, right? Oh boy. Annie, we'll talk more about this later. But I'm proud of you. But you've got to be careful.
Yes, Mom. I'm gonna be the best ranger surveillance assistant ever.
Thank you for helping my girl and anything else involved. Take this. Lord preserve me.
I hope the rangers with stuff, but I really can't talk about it.
Welcome to the Rock, I guess. Just about the hardest way possible. I had, shall we say, a checkered past. Rangers caught me dead to rights and offered a deal. Leniency if I helped take down my, criminal associates. So I took the deal. It's real touch and go, but a lot of bad guys went down. No friends of mine. Truth be told, who barely had a choice to work for them. But they were behind bars, and so was I. But I served my sentence, searched the dark recesses of the soul. I realized the only time I felt genuinely good about myself was working with the Rangers. So after a parole for the very best of behaviors, I nagged the Rangers night and day until they gave me a chance. Haven't looked back since.
Well, if you're asking me to toot my own horn, I will oblige. I'm a senior ranger. I coordinate all manner of things, great and small, for our outfit. If you've ever seen the mission board, that's my baby. It's restricted to rangers, though. Adios.
What can I do for you?
Hiya.
Don't be causing trouble now.
A lot of famous people visit Aquila. Popping back a beer, you never know who you'll meet.
Good to see you.
I'm always watching. The Rangers will find all the bad people.
Pull up a seat, friend.
Just let me drink in peace.
You thirsty? Got all sorts of booze. And other stuff, if you don't. I know the place looks huge, but we don't actually have rooms for rent. The upper floors of the Rock are all occupied by the Freestar Rangers. The place you're looking for is the Stone. Ah, it's not mine. I just work here. Yeah, I guess technically the city owns it, but it's really the Freestar Rangers' place more than anyone else's. But yeah, I'm happy to work here. The pay's decent, but it's also the safest job I've ever had.
I promise I'll tell you.
Have a look.
For now. I need you to cool it on the spying and keeping lists of suspicious people.
Work hard, play hard. That should be the Freestar motto.
The rock is surprisingly well fortified. The early settlers here were quite practical.
Not quite opening day, but well, you're welcome to just hang out if you want. You're always welcome back.
Hello there. It's been a long time since I saw a new face at the hitching post. That is one way to end a conversation.
Excuse me, is your ship in need of a doctor? Or a botanist? I might be able to help. I trained to be a surgeon at the Corps, but I know a lot about rongoa and internal medicine too. My parents are doctors. I grew up learning from them. Wait, where are you going?
I'll say right up front that if you're short on... Of course, I also work with account. Feels like I'm providing... Come back if you need a resupply.
You ask me? Sure, Laredo makes some good guns, but if you need anything else, just come on back, all right?
Welcome to Chunks. Please choose your chunks.
I received this assignment from Keeper Akuris himself. Sorry, we are still getting this place set up. Finally, I think the more man strives to know everything, the more we will see glimmers of God's hands.
If you find any more of the Coe family's legacy, please let me know. Welcome to the Coe Heritage Museum. I offer a brief tour and I'm happy to discuss the city's history. As most people know Solomon Coe as the founder of Aquila City and the father of the Freestar Collective. He was an astrophysicist who lived on Earth in a place called Wyoming. Solomon was born around the time people first started living in space. Later in life, he designed starships, and when Earth was in peril, those ships helped to save humanity by taking them to new homes. Absolutely. During the Great Exodus, Solomon came to this world. He named our star Cheyenne, which was also a place on Earth, and gave Aquila its name too. He and some others built the settlement that would go on to become Aquila City, and his descendants still live here today. Aquila City was founded over 150 years ago by Solomon Coe, a scientist and explorer from Earth. Along with other settlers, Coe built the structures you see in the part of the city we call the core. Those proud buildings still stand today. The planet was dangerous, so they built a wall around their settlement. Eventually, they ran out of space and started building outside the wall. Certainly. Very well. People are proud of their history here, so we get more visitors than I was expecting. So it gets pretty busy here, especially with school field trips. The museum is always open to you.
Hardly walk 2 steps without running into the bar.
Saw your ship come in. Nice ride.
Do remember that ammunition is not free.
Bailey's on the thin ice. One more mistake and she's out of her job.
travel the whole of the settled systems, and you won't find an intruder. To rival my alien extravaganza.
I used to be an...
It amazes me that anyone would spend credits on this instead of taking a trip to see real alien life.
Still doesn't feel like enough. Got a moment to hear about the Low House? It mean a lot to me and to others.
Working with the Low House.
Good to know there's still some folks who can take an interest in the welfare of others. The Low House is a place where folks down on their luck can get a hot meal and a bed to sleep in. More importantly, they can do it with some dignity. No need to beg or steal. Everything's given with no questions asked and no favors owed. I run the place. Have for years. But to do it, I have to rely on the kindness of others.
I've had enough of this.
I'm not saying we don't get the occasional freeloader who's content to take a handout, but in my experience, that's not common. Around here, folks have a certain amount of pride and want to do well for themselves. The way I see it, the Low House is like a bridge that helps them get to that place. Look, it takes credits to provide for those. If you can spare. Thank you. I don't know if you believe in karma, but I do. I think you just earned yourself some. This means a great... You want to do some good for the city? If you're serious, Fieldborne Agricultural Systems feeds basically everyone in the stretch. But the latest IntelliWheat shipment is... Could you ask Sarah Fieldborne what the holdup is? Very politely. This is a huge help. If there's anything you can do to speed up the wheat delivery, please. I'll have more work for you.
It's true. My husband runs one of the most successful businesses in the Freestar Collective. But I still think we can do better. If you're here for Weston, he's underfoot somewhere. Either here or at the factory. But please, if it's about that brewing nonsense, kindly leave. They don't need any more encouragement.
I'm not some stuck-up teetotaler. My problem with the business is more nuanced. Weston, that's my husband. Well, he's never been what I'd call a dreamer or a visionary. He's a practical man, good with ledgers and numbers. His brother Henry's the creative one, but he seems to have lost interest in growing the company. Filburn Agricultural Systems could provide the whole of the settled systems with food. Seems those two are content to think small. Well, I wish you were the one I had to convince. Well, you didn't come here to hear me natter on. I know, we're late. It's been this whole frustrating episode. Short version, but the guards aren't going to be able to send people to fix it for... We're committed to helping the unfortunates on the stretch. You would do that? If you get it rebooted, I'll get the harvest going ASAP. We can get the wheat to Amira quick. I'll talk with my husband, but I'm sure we could arrange payment. Just...
Nutrient levels within high and engaging the enemy.
I'm making a bit of a scene here.
we don't get that. The emergency fund's empty. So that is good news. What was the holdup anyway? Oh, that makes sense. Aren't they outside the walls? Wait, you went outside the walls, didn't you? Please, don't risk yourself like that. If anyone got hurt working for the Low House. I hate to ask it, but this next errand should be safe. Easy. Everything runs on charity. And our benefactors, though kind, I think sometimes, well, get sick of seeing me. A new face may ease up the purse strings, or at least save me some errands. So, the mayor, Elias Cartwright, has always been... Raisha Lands is a huge benefactor. Laredo Firearms has been invited. Both of those are routine. More polite. The last is a long shot, probably futile. If you could convince Duncan Lynch, you are a breath of fresh air. Once you're done with... If you ever are down on your luck, our door is always...
Ecologies are related things.
Keep your nose clean. Last thing I want.
Finest folk in the settled systems make their home right here. Hello there. So good to see you. What day is it? Oh, shoot. I forgot. I'll send over my usual monthly donation to Amira. She truly is a wonder. And with the building project her and Mr. Tate are planning, there may be a day when the stretch is a distant memory. Well, from me. Unlike the UC, we don't tax our people to death. The city's budget is very tight, so it falls to the community to look after its own. I don't expect an outsider to understand how Aquila City has been run for generations. Are we done? If you run into any problems in my town, you come tell me. Actually, tell the Rangers.
Aquila City. Welcome to Aquila City's Trade Authority. The Trade Authority has a firm policy of not getting involved in internal matters. We're neutral in all affairs of the governments of the Freestar Collective and the United Colonies. The Trade Authority's image is doing quite well already. Thank you very much. I'm done discussing this matter. You have a great day.
You meet all sorts in Aquila City.
I think you'll find this. Please, let me know if I can be of service. Oh. So Amira has some help? Good. She's going to work herself into an early grave if she's not careful. Laredo Firearms prides itself in helping out all the residents of Aquila City. I'll send Justin over to deliver our monthly donation. The trite answer would be a sense, but the truth? Guilt. To achieve the level of success I have, broken promises, neglected loved ones, and tough calls. Donations like this are a way of making amends. In the future, I prefer... Let's change the... You take care.
Not sure if those balloons are. Private sector. That's where the real money's
The
at.
Cartwrights have been donating to the Low House for generations. Elias and Raisha both. No word from the Trade Authority. I like to believe everyone is capable of empathy and compassion, but people like Duncan test... I didn't say that, but I'm not going to correct you. Sarah Philborn gave me these credits to give to you for your help with the farm. You more than deserve it. Those credits are from the grateful Philborns, not me. And I wouldn't take a single one. You've earned it. I have one more thing for you to do. But I hope it's more of a reward. This is part of the Intelliwit harvest. I'd like you to deliver it to Simone Jansen and her family. I want you to see them.
Thank you for saving my husband. Amira said to expect. You have no... Over here, Rennick. On behalf of my family. I was so scared. I hope that never happens again.
Fighting alongside you is never dull.
Until a good business person shouldn't let their well, there is. The stakes are huge. With further R&D on Intelliwit, the entire settled... Surely that's worth some... That's reasonable. Henry's pet project is tied to market perception. His beer, annoyingly, is really good. But if we could make a bad batch, terrible, really, his margins are tight enough he might be forced to throw in the towel. Henry bores everyone to tears about how crafting beer is so much more... Surely it wouldn't be too... What? Oh god, no. I just want it to taste bad. Like, stale, or like... The next big batch of beer is almost done brewing in our factory. You just need to find a way to break in without getting caught by the guard, and tamper with it. Then, just wait a day or so and see how the batch goes over. Do that, and I'll pay you handsomely.
If there is something I can do, please, of course, take your time. Something important, or I will watch your back.
The House of Enlightenment is a place of rest and reflection. Not at all. We don't do that. Well, most of us don't. We prefer to let people find their own way to us, if that's the right path for them. I'm not here to make a sales pitch, just to inform and share. Having said all that, the Enlightened are always happy to welcome new members into our fellowship. I'm asked this question more than any other. I'll do my best to explain. While we're different individuals, you and I are also members of a common species and a shared society. It's those bonds that make our growth and evolution as a people possible, both spiritually and intellectually. Together, we can share our burdens, learn from one another, and enrich each other's lives. In unity, we find both solace and strength. There's more to it, of course, but I find that some lessons are best learned on one's own. May you walk in peace and friendship.
distress. We could really use your help. Could you please respond? Thank you for responding. We had someone jump in and leave with list, but our grab drive is old. Like, we're just 2 jumps away from starting a new life. We have a workbench here, but we need just common old iron. A lot of it. Then we should be able to jury-rig some repair. We'll pay loads more than the iron's act. That should do us. Thank you. And this should cover the iron, and then some. We'll be heading out hopefully shortly.
Hydrocarbons in abundance. Let us see how they have arranged themselves.
see what's on this ball.
I do not mind wearing this suit all the time, but it can result in strange looks in the city.
Crater provides excellent coverage, both environmental and smart.
Now would be a good time to reprioritize what we bring with us and what we leave behind. Hopefully there is something of value here. Well, this seems worth a look.
should not skip an opportunity to clean our pockets. terminal on the catwalk. Worth investigating, if heights do not bother you. One is less likely to survive an ambush when one is weighed down with whatever all that. A pleasure. I've never been one to shy. Goodbye. For now. You know what they say. One man's trash is... well, perhaps not.
Glad you're in the...
Best not to leave anything useful behind.
way through here. Unsure where it leads. Either we press on, or we turn back. Your call. I do not wish to judge, but I doubt you truly need to be carrying all of that.
you're here, I'm sure you already know that only the finest
A new novel written by Freestar veteran and author.
There's
Come on in. Need something but don't have a lot of time? Yeah. Have a good one.
I would never dream of selling substandard gear. Please do.
Be careful out there.
It is. What have you got for me? Very good.
Please, if you experience any issues in your dealings with the distribution center, let us know. We're always striving. Welcome to UC Distribution. Yes, of course. Back to it then.
Having a good one?
It's amazing what
Hope you're
bosses
finding
as
everything
ours
you need.
nowadays.
Oh, please. Thanks for shopping at Jemison Mercantile.
I'm here for you, my love.
Hey, Dad.
Two of us make quite the
Have any new books for me?
You are sufficiently rested.